Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Before we jump into this video, I just want to say sorry that my makeup is a mess. I was kind of doing it in a little bit of a rush, so yeah, sorry about that, but you should be used to that by now. And sorry that my hair is a mess as well. I did try and do it as like a half up, half down top knot, like put this bit in a bun, but the bun just wasn't cooperating with me, so I thought I'm just going to leave it like this because it's really not worth the hassle. So welcome back to my top 5 series. If you don't know what this series is, it's basically me telling you guys some sort of top 5 list, and today's top 5 is top 5 family rides. I love family rides as much as I love, like, you know, my thrill rides and my little kids rides. You have to think about the ones in between, you know, so I do love a good family ride. I've gone really bright. So I have them all written down in my little notebook, so if I keep on looking down, that's why. So yeah, let's jump straight in. So this isn't in any particular order, by the way. These are just my top 5. They're not really like the first one's my favourite and then the 5th one is my least favourite, because I don't know, I don't really have them like in an order. These are just like my top 5. So the first one is Rhombus Rocket at Adventure Island. Now I couldn't find very much information about this coaster, but all I know is that it's opened in 1995 and is manufactured by, I don't know who this is, I've never heard of this manufacturer, but it's WGH and I have no idea what that stands for. So if anybody knows what WGH stands for, then please do comment it below, because I honestly have no idea. So I love Rhombus Rocket. I feel like it's an amazing family coaster. It's basically a family powered coaster. Why haven't I written that down? I swear, no, okay. Well, it's basically like a powered coaster and I love it. I can't believe that ever since, well, until 2014, I was scared of this ride, and I don't really know why, because it isn't like thrilling, it isn't fast, you know, it's just a nice, calm family ride. And with it being a roller coaster, you might think, oh my god, it's really thrilling, it's really fast, but it's actually not. It goes at the perfect speed, like it doesn't go too slow, but it doesn't go too fast. It's just a nice, perfect speed. It's really smooth. And my favourite place to sit on Rhombus Rocket is the back, because I feel like, I don't know, you get more of like an experience on the back. So yeah, I love Rhombus Rocket. It's such a good coaster. It really reminds me of my childhood, because even though I didn't go on it until 2014, Fantasy Island is a massive childhood park for me. Like, we used to go like every weekend. It's a little bit insane, but I just remember being a little kid and just seeing this coaster go around, and I thought, I'm gonna do that one day, and now I finally have. So yeah, Rhombus Rocket, I feel like it's a very underrated family coaster. Like, not a lot of people go on about it, but it is a really good family coaster. It's a nice, it's kind of a nice coaster for when you've just had food, but it kind of isn't at the same time. But yeah, it's just a really nice coaster. The layout's really good. It goes around twice, which I love. And yeah, I feel like you're quite like loose and free on the ride as well. Like, you only have a lap bar. And last time me and my dad went on this, the operator didn't even check our lap bars, and he just sent the ride off without like doing like a safety check. So me and my dad were just like, okay, he hasn't checked our restraints, but okay, good job I know how to check them myself. So yeah, I found that really weird and really funny. But you know, you are like quite free and loose on the ride. The lap bar doesn't, you know, proper go into your stomach or like your legs or anything like that. It's literally just this tiny lap bar. But like, you don't really need like massive restraints for a ride like that, because like I said, it isn't too fast, it isn't too thrilling. It's just a nice little family coaster and I love it. And even like little kids can ride it, adults can ride it. You know, that's what I love about family rides, is it's just an amazing ride for the whole family. So yeah, Rhombus Rocket is an amazing family coaster. It's also a really nice coaster to start off on. Like, if you've never ever done a roller coaster in your entire life, have you been living under a rock? And secondly, Rhombus Rocket is a really good one to start off on. And the second ride is one of my all-time favourite rides. It's Alice in Wonderland at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Again, couldn't find a lot of information about this. All I know is that it opened in 1962, so it's a pretty old ride. If you don't know what Alice in Wonderland is, it's basically a dark ride. It's a dark, nice family ride, obviously based around Alice in Wonderland. I love this ride. The theming is incredible. The lighting and the audio and stuff is also incredible. I love the fact that the cars are themed to the Cheshire Cats. Like, I find that so amazing. I feel like more dark rides need to do that. Like, they need to have their cars themed to the actual ride. And I love the little like tunnels you go under on the outdoor section, then you go into the indoor section. I don't know whether anybody else finds this, like I've never heard anybody else talk about this, but I always find that it smells so nice in the indoor section. Like, is that just me being weird? But I don't know, I just feel like it smells so nice. As you go in, it's really smooth. You only have like a seatbelt holding you in, and to be honest, you don't even need the seatbelt. Like, it isn't thrilling or anything like that. It isn't like a really fast dark ride or anything. They don't have any like drops or anything. Like, I don't really see the point in a seatbelt, but then I kind of do at the same time because then it stops you from standing up and stuff like that. But yeah, Alice in Wonderland, such a good dark ride. I feel like it's a very underrated dark ride. Like, it's absolutely incredible. The theming, oh my god. Pleasure Beach, they know how to theme their dark rides because the theming is always top class with their dark rides. And I mean, Alice in Wonderland is just an amazing themed ride, and it's amazing for all the family. I've been on it, my whole family has practically been on this ride. Like, my mum's been on it, I think my dad's been on it, my brother's been on it, I've been on it, and we all love it. So yeah, it's a really good ride for like children as well. Like, it isn't like scary or anything. So yeah, Alice in Wonderland is an amazing family ride. Oh, I've just realised that like 3 of these rides are Blackpool Pleasure Beach ones, so I'm sorry about that, but you guys know my love for Pleasure Beach, so it's fine. The next ride is Wallace and Gromit Thrill-O-Matic, also at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Again, really couldn't find any information about this, but all I know is it opened in 2013. So again, this is very similar to Alice in Wonderland with the fact that it's a dark ride, but you know, it isn't like scary or anything like that. The cars are themed to Wallace and Gromit. I think they're slippers, they're like checkered slippers, which I love. You have just a little lap bar just holding you in. Again, I don't think you really need it, but it's just there for safety. I love the sections in Wallace and Gromit. Wallace and Gromit is just one of my favourite rides of all time anyway. Like, me and my brother absolutely love that ride. But yeah, I don't know, I just love Wallace and Gromit. I love the theming, I love the sections, I love the audio. Like, I love everything about that ride, and I wouldn't change one bit. I mean, the only thing I don't like about it is the fact that you have to be very precise about where you sit, otherwise you might miss something, and sometimes the animatronics can go off like as soon as you get to that bit. Like, if you're sat like right in the back row, as soon as you get to like an animatronic, it can just stop, and it's like, oh okay, I just completely missed that. So, you know, that is like one thing that kind of annoys me about it, but apart from that, I love that ride. I wouldn't change it for the world. And again, it's a very underrated dark ride. It's amazing. I love the end bit where the where Rabbit comes out and like scares you. I mean, it never really scares me because I'm sort of used to it by now, but when I first went on Wallace and Gromit, it did scare me. And I feel like it's very random, which I love because my whole life is very random and I love random rides. So I love Wallace and Gromit. The theming is incredible, the animatronics are amazing, and I just love the fact that it takes you along all of the Wallace and Gromits. Like, I don't think they've missed any out. Like, they have all of them that's ever been made in there. So yeah, I love Wallace and Gromit. It's an amazing family ride. It's a really good ride to go on just after you've had food, just to let it, you know, settle down and stuff. And it's also really warm in the indoor bit of Wallace and Gromit. Like, I don't know if that's just me, but if it's a really cold day at Pleasure Beach, if you go on Wallace and Gromit and as soon as you like set off, it's so like warm and cozy. Like, I love it. And also I love Wallace and Gromit because we had to have an evac on Wallace and Gromit, which I love. We also had to have an evac on Alice in Wonderland, which is so funny. Like, I love evacs. So yeah, anyway, going completely off topic, but Wallace and Gromit, an amazing family dark ride. Like, it's incredible. Then the fourth ride is, I feel like this is quite controversial. Like, some people might say that this is a thrill ride, some people might say that it's a family ride. I'm kind of going to class it as more of a family ride, I guess, because I do see families going on this. You know, it isn't like a massive thrill seeker ride. So it's Nickelodeon Streak at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. This was first known as the Velvet Coaster, which is what the Wetherspoons is named after, just down the road from Pleasure Beach, which I find so cool. And that opened in 1933, so it's such an old coaster, it's ridiculous. But then it changed to just roller coaster. I don't know when, but it just changed to roller coaster. And then in 2011, when that whole area got rethemed to Nickelodeon Land, it was named Nickelodeon Streak. And opened in 1933. So, you know, that coaster's been through a lot through the years. But I love it. I feel like it is more of a family ride than it is thrill ride. I do see a lot of like little kids go on it and stuff like that. So, you know, I can see why it's a family ride. It's not really like a massive thrill ride. I love this ride. I feel like it can be rough in places, but it isn't as rough as like some other coasters that I've been on. It's just a nice, I'm not going to say it's like a calming ride, because it isn't really like calming, but I don't know, I feel like it's kind of in the middle. Like, it's kind of, you get that thrill, well I do anyway, I get that thrill from it, but not to the point where I'd say that it's like a massive thrill ride. Like, it doesn't get my adrenaline going or anything like that. And I always see families go on this anyway with like 5-year-old kids or something like that, which I find crazy because I only went on this ride in 2016, so I'm kind of ashamed about that. But, you know, yeah, I don't know, I just love Nickelodeon Streak. It's such an amazing family ride. The drops aren't too big and it isn't like too rough or anything. What else? It's kind of like Blue Flyer, but a bigger version of Blue Flyer, if that makes sense. So, like, if you can do Blue Flyer, you can most likely do Nickelodeon Streak, because they're very similar. Nickelodeon Streak just has bigger drops, but they're not like, you know, really big. So yeah, I don't know, I don't think there's really a lot to say about Nickelodeon Streak. It's just a really nice family coaster and it fits really well into Nickelodeon Land. Like, I love it. So yeah, Nickelodeon Streak, again, I don't really know whether you'd class it as a family ride, but I do, because I don't know, I feel like it is more of a family ride than it is a thrill ride. And the final family ride is the Dinosaur Company at Portons Park, and this opened in 2016. The Dinosaur Company, I haven't heard anyone talk about this, which is so sad because it's such a good flat ride. It's basically, it's kind of like Alice in Wonderland, but it's all outdoors and it's themed to dinosaurs, and you have this little narrator. I think it's actually in the car that you go on. You have this narrator that tells you all about the dinosaurs, it tells you about where you're going and stuff like that. And the theming is incredible, the whole ride is incredible. Again, it's a really nice ride just after you've had a bit of food. And again, it's an amazing family ride. Like, all the family can ride it because it doesn't go fast or anything. It isn't scary, you don't have any jump scares or anything like that. I don't think you have anything holding you in on this ride. Like, there isn't any seat belts or anything. It's a really good ride for the little kids because you have those little like steering wheels, so the little kids can, you know, pretend that they're like driving this ride, which I find so cute. And also I love this ride because when you get kind of near to the end, this dinosaur, I think you get like stopped and then this dinosaur like squirts water out at you, which I freaking love. And I actually remember when we went on this in 2016, me, my mum and my brother first went on it. Obviously, like, we didn't watch a POV of it or anything like that. We didn't know really what to expect. But we went on it and we obviously wasn't expecting the water to squirt out at us. So we just found it hilarious. And then we persuaded my dad to go on it, so all 4 of us went on it. And we didn't tell him about like the water and stuff. And when we got to that bit, we were just pissing ourselves. Like, honestly, it was so funny. Oh, I really wish I could go back to that day. That was one of the best days I've ever had at a theme park, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, anyway, the Dinosaur Company, such an amazing flat ride, an amazing family ride, and I've not heard enough people talk about it. Like, very, very, very underrated flat ride. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Let me know what your favourite family ride is in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys, love you.